Today is Sunday, October 27th, and there are only 2 days left for which you can submit the request for the mail-in ballot. At this point in time, we encourage you to do the request as on-demand, same-day voting. If you go to the office and say, I'm here to vote, they'll say there's no early voting. In actuality, the process here in Pennsylvania is to request at the county administration office, submit the request for the mail-in ballot directly at the voter registration office. It's submitted and must be processed. That processing time in the past has been about 1 hour. As the crunch time towards the deadline approaches, it may be a little longer. So upon them accepting your application, they will let you know it's an hour or two before your ballot will be ready. You're free to leave, go have a cup of coffee somewhere. Come back at that end of time and they will hand you your mail-in ballot. It'll come in the official mail-in envelope. Some of you may have already done this process and received this in the mail. You'll be handed this at the county administration office. You can walk down the hall to an area that has been prepared with tables and the voting privacy screening is in place. You can sit, take your ballot out of that envelope, complete it, making sure you're filling in your circles at the name of each candidate you're voting for, which I am hoping will be Republican. Make sure to turn it over. This ballot has candidate races on both sides. Fold the envelope, fold the ballot, and place it in the privacy envelope. This is critical. You put it in the privacy envelope and you seal it. If a vote comes without the privacy envelope, it's considered a naked vote and it does not get counted. Once the privacy envelope is sealed, you then put it in the return envelope. Make sure it's inside and sealed, and then on the back, sign your name as it appeared in your voter registration and write that day's date. You're ready to return this. Do not put it in the United States postal system at this point. You won't have any guarantee it's going to arrive by 8 o'clock in the evening on election day. Instead, as you're leaving the administration office, right outside the security office, there's a ballot box. Slip your ballot into that box. Your vote is in place. You'll shortly after receive an email indicating when they've emptied out the ballot box and processed what was in there that your vote has been accepted. It is not opened, though, until Election Day. You can, however, track your ballot. You can go to pavotersservices.pa.gov. You don't even need the rest of that address. Once you get to that website, you can go through and find the area to track your ballot. So there's an extra security in knowing that your ballot is where it's going to be counted on Election Day. Now, a separate issue is this. If you have applied for the mail-in ballot previously, either online or you took this form and put it in the mail, and as of tomorrow, Monday, October 28th, you have not yet received your ballot. You have not yet received this envelope in your mail. Go to the voter registration office in the administration building. Tell them that your ballot has either been lost in the mail or not received, and that you need to have that ballot canceled and have a ballot issued to you right then and there. That process can be done. And then whatever amount of time it takes for them to cancel the ballot that went out in your name, that pending ballot that you haven't yet received, will be canceled. And then they will issue you a complete packet with your ballot in it. You do the same thing. You take that ballot, go down the hall, complete your voting on the ballot, put it in the secrecy envelope, put it in the return envelope, seal and sign the outside, and deposit it in a ballot box. All right, that's the directions for the people that have not yet received what they expected to receive in the mail. Now, if you're sitting at home with your ballot already waiting to be used by you, at this point, please do not put it in the United States postal system. There simply is not enough time to guarantee that it will be delivered to the vote tabulation that has to be done by the 8 o'clock p.m. on Election Day. The vote has to be received by the Board of Election in Monroe County by 8 p.m. on Election Day. Thus, complete your ballot that you've received, put it in the envelopes, and take it to one of the ballot boxes. A convenient one is at the Hughes Library on 9th Street, right along 611 in Stroudsburg, or the administration office. And there are some ballot boxes in other libraries throughout the county. So you can check that time of the libraries and take your ballot there. Please, please, please do not wait to return your ballot. This election is just too pivotal for our country's future. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, to private message me on Facebook where this is posted. And thank you so much for helping the voting process in Monroe County.